Shalom, 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 beloved angelics and Gentiles. Man, it's been a while. I have had to take a break, get a little rest, a little research. I had a video prepared for October, and I wasn't allowed to put that video online. And it was another video about the soul, some information. Instead, I was taken in another direction. And oh, wow, a lot of information, is hidden that we just still don't know. But we're getting it back. So I'm glad to be back. And I have a video today, and we're going to talk about the Black Madonna. We're not going to go into a lot of details about it, but I want to show you guys some information, give you guys some information because there's other information that goes with it, okay? So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to invoke fair use, okay? From now on, invoking fair use. Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, fair use is invoked for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute when an otherwise infringement may occur. Usages for non-profit educational purposes tips the balance in favor of fair use. Viewer discretion is advised. Let's get it, family. So you guys see the picture that's on the screen right now, right? So many of us have seen this, and we see that the popes are behind closed doors praying to the Black Madonna. And a lot of people thought, that this had something to do with us. It does, but it doesn't. And this is what we're going to talk about today, because this Black Madonna is a part of the Psalms 83 worlds, the people who pretty much stabbed the Israelites, the Hebrews, in the back. So we're going to discuss this. I'm not going to give a lot of information because this ties into other videos that I want to create, okay? The content is based on this, but this is how we're going to start, okay? This is what you guys need to realize. There are 83 different worlds, different people who brought down the Hebrews, the Israelites, okay? We know some of them look like us, some of them don't look like us. And you must realize that since that's the case, there's more than one institution or group of people that are out there still playing let's pretend. So if there are different nations out there, that were coming for us, have been coming for us, then you must realize that those nations are still coming from us and the people still look like us. You have people coming out of the woodworks now, that are, saying all these things. You have the Moors trying to give information. You have Ben, what's that dude's name, coming out talking about Inky and all these people, all these different groups are now coming out. Want to say, yeah, you guys are the people. We knew that, blah, 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 blah. We're on your side. They're not on our side. Okay. And this is something that we must get out of. And it's the reason that they created this skin folk thing. We're all the same. No, we're not. Okay. That's a given. We're not the same. Because the things that these people have done, if you're an Israelite, I don't know about the Hebrews, if you're an Israelite, you cannot do these type of things, okay? If you are an Israelite and you did this, it means that something within you didn't light up. So we know that there are a lot of people out there, a lot of different factions and groups that are being set up. Come join this group. We're your king and all this. No, 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 no. We're not going off grid together. We're not starting a community together. None of this garbage. We're not doing any of this nonsense, okay? Let those people do what they do with each other and count us out, period. Because we're not the same people. I know you guys remember this pic, where Pope Francis down sucking toes, melanated toes, and everybody, oh, look at him down there, kissing our feet. No, 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 no. These aren't our people. Look at them. No, this was a message. We're in control. This is what they were showing. We got you. No, no, no. These aren't our people. They don't have us, okay? They don't look like us. They're not us. And so once we get past this skin color thing, because this is the reason they put it out there, okay? Is so that all skin folks, we can look at, and this is how our people got manipulated, tricked in the past, came too complacent and trusting of what was before us, when what was before us has been working behind our backs all along. These aren't our people. Look at this picture. Look at those melanated men standing there looking on, getting their feet kissed. Pope sucking toes. Look at that. Check that out. Those strong and debonair men, up there supporting our people, right? No, hell no. They're not us. They're not supporting anyone except for themselves. Okay? That's it. See, we have to wake up to the truth about what's happening, what we're seeing. It's not our people. They have no love for us. They're not supporting us, okay? But this is the best picture of all. Look at the baby Jesus sitting on mommy's lap, holding his little bookie. The chocolate Madonna, right? The black Madonna. Here we go. Our people? No. Mm-mm. No. No, not our people. Okay? These people have nothing whatsoever to do with us. Nothing. We need to get this in our head. We need to wake up from the delusion, the illusion of about, someone's out there that have been communicating with these people that have been support. No, 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 they're not supporting us. Every one of these people have their own agendas. And they've been working together for a very long time. And it hasn't been working together to benefit us. It's to keep us down, is what they've been doing. Now let's talk about the Church of the Black Madonna. According to legend, the Black Madonna was a lady of the Templars. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into that. She probably was a lady of the Templars. We're going to get into that. The statue of the Black Madonna was with a child was commissioned in 1508. Yeah, these dates are making sense now. It is perhaps a black wooden copy of the silver Madonna that was located on the main altar before. The statue sits on the top of the pillar and is often called the Lady of the Pillar. We're going to get to those pillars too. Man, oh man. Before the French Revolution, the Chartres Cathedral had a second Black Madonna in the crypt. I wonder who that could have been. Unfortunately, it was probably burned during the revolution, although some resources are convinced that the church didn't suffer in this period. Today, tourists and pilgrims can see a copy of the church that was made in 1857. Really? I find this quite interesting in this. There's so much to this, and we're going to go over it. I'm going to build on it because I need you guys to really get the information. Whether you accept it, see it, feel it, or resonates with you, I just have to give it to you, okay? Nowadays, the Chartres Cathedral is known also as Cathedrale Notre Dame de Chartres and is located about 50 miles from Paris. Wasn't there something about this Notre Dame church? I vaguely remember that. It is considered as one of the greatest achievements of architecture in history. The work on the main nave started in 1220. We're going to come back to these dates later. And the cathedral was finished and officially dedicated to King Louis IX and his family on October 24th, 1260. How about that? Hell, how about that? It was dedicated to King Louis IX. I wonder who that is. The church was built on the plan of a Latin cross with 3 aisles. No such thing as a Latin cross, figment of their stolen imaginations. An ambulatory and a short transept. It is rounded on the eastern side and has 5 radiating chapels. The symmetry of the church appears as an example of the mastery of Gothic architecture. And it wasn't a church. This is what they turned it into, okay? This is their money-making machine. This is what they do. And the mastery of Gothic architecture. So you know that these people who are here now had nothing absolutely to do with building this building whatsoever. Nothing. Nothing at all. The melanated people that you see here, who they call the Black Madonna, these people had nothing to do with this whatsoever. Because once the people were destroyed who actually did this type of architecture no longer could be achieved. They thought they could do it because they thought they had what they needed, which is the reason they destroyed the people. But no, that was a lie. The north has a 113-meter, 377-foot early 16th century flamboyant Gothic spire on top of the tower, while the south spire is 105 meters, 349 feet, plain Romanesque pyramid dating from the earliest history of the church. Romanesque. What? This has nothing to do with the damn Romans. Well, maybe, let me take that back. Let me take that back. I'm going to take that back. I'm going to step back on that comment because what I've learned is that there were a melanated group of people in every faction of what happened before, and they moved them off the lands. Okay? So that could no longer be said. So here's a picture of the Cathedral of Chartres. Okay. Look in the middle there, the spiral that is right there, the insignia on the building. This has nothing to do with these popes. Oh, the popes, right? So if you look at the architecture on here, they had nothing to do with this. The crosses at the top is where the energy sources were because the buildings had free energy, okay? But these people had nothing to do with it. And this is the plan. This is how the area was actually laid out around the building. Okay, these people have no knowledge of this in depth, so that they have the fortitude to lay out a building or do anything of this magnitude. Okay, they don't have this. None of them had it. The laggards, see, they couldn't get this. And so when you don't understand something, or understand or have the fortitude or the clarity to grasp the concept, you destroy it. This is what they've been doing, because they couldn't have something here greater than them. So they destroyed everything, or they tried to anyway. But this is the floor plan. So this is where we're going to go to, okay? And then there's more that I need to tell you guys. The monumental Chartres Cathedral hides within its walls stories which connect the world of ancient Druids, the cult of the divine feminine, and Christianity. Now we're going to strike that Christianity crap, because we're going to dodge that hijack, okay? Because there was no Christianity during this time. But check this out. The monumental Chartres Cathedral hides within its walls stories which connect the world of ancient Druids, the cult of the divine feminine. Here you go. Oh boy. This is what they've been hiding. And the divine feminine is not the Black Madonna. No, 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 no. She may be standing out to represent. See, we got a lot of fakes. We got a lot of fakes all over the lands playing people that they're not. They had to. This is how they set up everything, and they had to all agree to do this. This is the reason no one can admit the truth, because they agreed to the lies. They agreed in blood to the lies. So none of them can speak the truth. It's not in them. They've never had to. It is located on a ley line linking Glastonbury, Stonehenge, and the pyramids of Egypt. See, all on the ley line sucking up that energy, because that building has the free energy. Okay? The ley lines are still working, have worked to a certain extent, but not completely the way that they did in the past. But the energy is still there, because the energy is all around us. The energy is within us. Well, not everybody, okay? So everybody is the same. You can miss me with that lie. Don't tell me that, because miss me with it. We're not all the same. We've never been all the same. So you can miss me with that lie. For centuries, it has been one of the symbols of French, they say, Christianity. There's no such thing as French Christianity. There may be now, but it wasn't at the time that this building was built. Okay? However, before the times of Christianity, bum, 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 the site where the cathedral is located was a very important place in the pagan belief system. Who are the pagans? Not those who came over here and beat our people, destroyed them, had the inquisitions to make them suck up Christianity lie. They're not the pagans. So we know who's not the pagans. So who are the pagans? Those people that they act as though we're not on the earth. The people who they've left out of everything. They've left us out of all those things because we are the pagans. We don't fit in with it. This is the reason why they dismiss our people from everything. Okay? This is the reason. We're the pagans. We don't fit with their Christianity, the Christian insanity. We don't fit with that. Its legendary roots come from the time when Druids, the Celtic priests of Britain and Gaul, held sacred rites there. There you go. These are your pagans, not these Irish people and all this other nonsense that people are talking. They're telling you right here. However, before the times of Christianity, the site where the cathedral is located was a very important place in the pagan belief system. Its legendary roots come from the time when Druids, the Celtic priests of Britain and Gaul, you notice that they said Druids, comma, the Celtic priests, and then comma, okay, held sacred rites there because these are different people. The territory of Chartres was highly influenced by the Carnutes, a ghoulish people who had a vast Druid assembly. They were mentioned by Gaius Julius Caesar and Livy, who recorded the legendary traditions of the Carnutes. We're going to talk about all of this, okay? So now you know these buildings that they call cathedrals, all of those buildings were built by these people, okay? It had absolutely nothing to do with the people who are using these facilities now. Absolutely nothing. They took them over, they stole them, they had the inquisitions, they mass murdered the people, and bam, they took over everything. I mean, this is the truth. So it is what it is. The Chartres Cathedral is a symbol of sacred traditions from ancient times. Let that resonate with you. The Chartres Cathedral is a symbol of sacred traditions from ancient times. See, what they created and put in place of these buildings, these churches, those are social gatherings. They're institutions for people to social gather, hear lies, and just buddy have cookouts, have their parties, to go underground, have drinking, their orgies and whatever the hell they do. Has no significance or benefit that it had in the past. All of that has been perverted. Okay? So let's not get it twisted that there's a good church out there. My church is great. But no, that is a lie. That is a lie. When we wake up and stop lying to ourselves about what is really happening, the truth may be able to come in. But until that time, there's going to always be a fog and confusion. Those buildings that they created and set up as churches, there's nothing good that's ever come out of them. Nothing. There may be people in there who don't know what's going on. So, okay, yeah. So you may be able to give them a slight pass. But people who's in those churches that know exactly what's happening, no, you can miss me with that too. For more than 2,500 years, it has remained one of the religious centers of Europe. It still hides many secrets and legends from the worlds of the Celts and early Christians. I can't stand that word. That word just grates my nerves because it doesn't mean what it's portrayed to mean. It's like saying that word Jesus. Miss me with that. It's not the Messiah, and that name does not resonate with what it's supposed to. It doesn't. It may resonate with some people who are into this Christianity stuff, but That name is the name that was used to destroy our ancestors, to mass murder them. And this, oh, that's just my feelings about the whole thing. That's like me going out, and what's that dude, Charles Manson. He killed all those people. And if one of those was my relatives, I would want to use his name and give it some kind of, glamour, put some glamour on it. Hell no. No. How do, oh. The cathedral joined the list of UNESCO's list of World Heritage Sites in 1979. Every year, thousands of people visit the church that's not really a church. Most of them are looking for closeness with a deity. It is commonly believed that all of them are looking for the Christian God. They're not going to find the divine in that building. It was there until they perverted it. However, this site is an important place for modern pagans too. How about that? They included modern pagans. Now you gotta love these people. They included the modern pagans. Who are they talking about? The more you know, the more you realize you don't know. So I'm going to this, leave you here with this, because this is the opening to what we're going to talk about. Okay? Much love, respect to the divine feminine, to the Mashiach, and to the great I am that I am. Shalom, 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 beloved angelics and Gentiles.